Hey now, let's see if that works. One second, chat. I think I got it. I just gotta figure out how to do this double chat thing in my bob going here. Hang on. YouTube's up. This is up. Hey, hey. I think I got it. I think I got it. Give me a second, chat. It's gonna be a little bit weird. I think I'll move. Let me move Facebook chat up here. And let me move YouTube chat down here. Let's see. I think that worked. Hey, Joe Kim. What's up, brother? It has been a long time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Give me 1 second. Trained by you by Critter Be Gone, Tick and Be Flea Formula. What is going on, everybody? How's it going, Zookeeper? How's it going, Joe Kim? How's it going, Miss Heather? Thank you guys for the likes. I got used to the Facebook side of things. They've messed everything up. I'm doing this new dual stream type thing where it's 2 streams to my computer, so we'll see how it goes, chat. We'll see how it goes. We should probably put that one up like that. There we go. There we go. Thank you all for the likes. I don't know where the heck those are. The Truckin' Suit, I missed your streams. I have missed you, buddy. I've been trying to figure out a way to get this to work, and I think I've got it now because I didn't want to pay for restream, but I think this is going to work. I'm using... Go away with the tips. Go away with those. I think this might work. I think this might work. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to get rolling. We got our first heavy haul of the day. We got John Ruda's W900, as always. I actually don't know where I'm going. We are going to the left. Or sorry, the right. Fish and chips. I could use some fish and chips, man. It's been a while since I had some good fish and chips. Uh-oh. Okay. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. But yeah, I've been trying to get Facebook working for a while. It kept crashing. This seems to actually work. So we're up here. We're on we're here on Facebook and we're on YouTube. So you guys can choose whatever you want to be at. I'm cool. I'm Gucci Gooch.
Get ready. Turn right.
Let me turn that up a little bit more. I think that works. Try not to kill that car. There we go. Oh man, it's been forever. It's been forever since we've been on the Facebook. We shall see how it goes today. They've been messing up a lot of stuff. A lot of people unhappy. Some people aren't even paid still. There's still people that are complaining they're not getting paid yet. So we will see how it goes. But I wanted to touch base. We haven't seen Mr. Joe Kim in a very long time. I know he's checked out my YouTube streams every now and then. I think he's still having a little bit of trouble creating an account or something like that. I know a few people are. YouTube can be a little tricky. But I do see every now and then that you pop in the stream, it shows me the location and Sweetens is there. And it says new comments. Why aren't you going this? I have to keep clicking this. Okay. How can I be cool when I have so much for air conditioning? Hey now, what's going on, Junior? How you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome, man. I really miss that you're back on TV. Yeah, Joe Kim, I'm gonna try to be on here more often. Since we're doing, like I say, since I'm doing YouTube, and I know, like I say, we're saying for you, YouTube is a little bit of a problem. We're gonna try to do multi-streams on it. I'll keep Twitch off of it for now, just because I don't think Twitch will catch you. Twitch doesn't look at small channels, but I don't want to take my chances. You forgot my YouTube channel. What happens if you hit exclamation mark? Oh, I don't have that running. I don't have Knoxbot working. I'm not gonna worry about Knoxbot today. I'll message it to you later, Miss Heather. I think if you search Dr. Ravage in on YouTube, I think it might actually pull up my my name. Hanging in, bro, making his bread. You know it, brother. You know it. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. Summer vacation starts pretty much today for my son. This is his last day of class today. This is his last day of school, and he's got some summer vacation. He's gonna be fine for a couple of days. Then, like, I think come Monday, He's going to be on a bit of a downer because he really enjoys school. He really enjoys hanging out with all his friends at school. So that's going to set in, and he's going to be a little upset that, you know, he's not there anymore, but he'll get over it. He'll get over it. Pizza pies are flying. That's good to hear, brother. That is very good to hear. And Darren's down there on YouTube. I see you, brother. Thank you for coming on by. Yeah, I gotta get those YouTube views up. I'm gonna try to monetize that channel. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's been crazy, man. My life has been an absolute whirlwind the last little bit. We were gone this weekend, and whatnot. It was a pretty busy trip. We got back late on Monday. I won't go into too much details on that one, but suffice to say, I had to give up a couple of my shifts. A little bit of a family issue, but we're all good. Everything's Gucci. All I'm planning to do is turn left. These guys are in my way. I almost unfollowed you. Facebook said you never came in and streamed you. I know. I'm glad you didn't as well. It's been one of those things. It's because it's right here. It's one of those things because Facebook wouldn't let me connect to my stream through the regular dashboard, so I couldn't do a solo Facebook stream. And because because I'm an affiliate on Twitch, I can't technically do multi-stream because if they catch me, they can take all my money. So if I had like, you know, 50, 60, 100, 200, 300, 5,000 bucks in there, they can take all that money. It's in the contract if they catch you breaking the TOS, right? So I didn't want to ruin it. And so I didn't want to pay for restream just for occasionally. Who the hell hit me? Where did you come from? You were not there. Whatever. It'll buff out, brother. What's going on, James? Hi. But I think this will work now. It should work for the mornings. I don't think it'll work when I stream with the wifey. Only because the bandwidth won't be there. I'm basically pushing about 20 megabits of upload right now. I think I am anyway. I feel better than that CFD match patch. Yeah, it takes a minute for everything to propagate back and start working again. It's been a while. Like, I'm not even level up right now. Like, I can still receive SARs. I can still receive subs. Oh, son of a gun. But I'm not actually in the level up program. It's weird. I don't know why they take it away. I think they're going to change that. You know what? I'm not even going to bother. But yeah, we should, like I say, joking, we should have this working now, so we should be able to get it. We're going to be doing, like I say, for the most part, I can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if I'm not working. Or if, you know, life hasn't gotten in the way like it had. Like all last week, life got in the way. I don't need to view the job. I already got one, man.
Turn right.
That's the plan. Why are you stopping for? The light is green. I missed that gear. Get that recenter. There we go. There we go. Always love to be in here, man. We always love to have you here. It's been like, we've been missing you. we talk about you quite often in other streams. Like, man, I gotta try to get Facebook going. I gotta get Joe Kim back in here. We gotta hang out with our brother. Oh, summer's here though, man. Wow. I can't believe it. Darren enjoys the summer. He goes and sits out on his front lawn and watches all the girls go by. All right, we are rolling to Colorado. I forget where. I think we're going, we're going to Pueblo, California. That's where we're going. We got ourselves a big heavy haul here. We got electrical equipment, apparently. That's what's in these boxes.
Turn left.
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, that's a good question. If you haven't, I know a lot of you done it before, but you haven't done it recently, maybe do ! notify in chat, and it'll definitely make sure that you get notifications. YouTube runs better for you. YouTube runs better for a lot of people. The thing with YouTube that's really good, Facebook doesn't really have it fully on all the streams yet, is the transcoding. Is you can just change the bit rate down a bit if you're on a phone or mobile or anything like that, and it'll modify, and you'll still get a pretty good picture, and it'll stream better. Just dropped in the red brand as well. I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that them likes on both streams if you can. No worries if you can't. It's all good. It's not showing me here, but it's showing me there. Yeah, Heather coming in 469 days. No, someone else did a followage, but it didn't show up. Let me scroll up here. This one seems to be working. The other one's not. There we go. We got Joe Kim coming in at 546 days. Of course, Heather's got more days. This is her different account. We had a problem with one of her other accounts, so that's a newer one. I'm in Dallas with a group at national conference. Can't stay long. Just want to drop in and say, man, I appreciate you, James. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying your summer vacation. I know you've been enjoying it for almost a month now, right? Like you guys finish early in the States, but to be fair, you guys also start school in August. So Canada, the kids don't start until after Labor Day. It's the Tuesday after Labor Day. The first Tuesday after Labor Day. Yeah, I couldn't see that. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Following me on the truck and suite as well. I appreciate you, sir. I see that. School ended May 20th. Yeah, May 26th. Yeah, so it's been over a month now. Yeah, I find that so odd, but then I forget, like, a lot of times, like I say, America starts school in August. The band bat is ready. Very nice. Stay on FB. Sounds good, brother. Yeah, we'll see how FB goes. Like I said, I'm gonna do both. We're gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing YouTube though. YouTube for streams. We'll do usually Twitch at night. Usually we'll do Twitch at night. August 11th when you start. Nice. Yeah. Hey, Mark. It's been going good, brother. How are you? Yo, what's up, Troy? Welcome, everybody. I know everyone's seeing those notifications. Like, what the hell? This punk is on Facebook again? I gotta check this out. And what's funny is Joe Kim's stars are still up there from like the last stream we ever did. Absolutely hilarious. Weird seeing you here. I know, Mark. I've been saying I wanted to do it for a while. I just haven't been able to get to it because every time I used to do it a solo stream on OBS, it'd crash. So then I got this multiple stream plugin that I'm trying today. It seems to be working pretty good. You see the new update for the classic Dub Nut? Yeah, I got them. I got the classic update. Actually, did he finish the classic? I can't even remember now. Yeah, he did. He did, but I think he's doing something else as well. Now that he's got like a team of people working for him. Or I think he always did have a team of people, but I think he's got like a lot of different developers working with him now, pushing out updates. So he's got something else coming out. What the heck? You got that the RAM coming out. I need to get that button. That's the one I need. He did his RAM 3500, I think it was. Mod on YouTube. There you go. Man, that's so much easier. That is so much easier. But yeah, I got all. I didn't get his RAM yet. I'm looking into it. And then Zeemods came out with a trailer. Came out with a heavy haul trailer, a lowboy. Came with a lowboy. I saw that. I pretty much got all of Ruda's stuff. His 362 was just updated. I haven't really looked into the update on that one yet. I don't think I downloaded it. No, I haven't downloaded the new 362 yet. Mr. Jamal! What's up, brother? I am very, very sorry, Mr. Jamal. I saw your post. I am very sorry you're going through all that problems with Facebook, brother. I cannot believe it. For those that don't know, Mr. Jamal is getting copyright strike by somebody. It's one of the reasons why I stopped streaming on Facebook, number one, and number two, why I had stopped streaming Minecraft on Facebook, because that other dude kept, Felipe Neto or whatever his name, kept claiming my videos, so I stopped doing it, because clearly there's some kind of Facebook mafia, or sorry, Minecraft mafia on Facebook trying to claim all the videos, so I stopped doing it for a bit. Someone at the door sounds good. Mr. Jamel falling for 736 days. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That one doesn't go through. That one does. So when the pre-order of the Z's 4900 is so close to the release date. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It's 4900. Didn't he do a pre-release alpha for people or no? I know some people had it. I know some people had it. Probably just streamers. I haven't really looked into it, but yeah, I've seen this 4900. I'm interested in it. We'll see when it comes out. And Mr. Mark coming in at 548 days. I appreciate it. I love my home here. The people. Nope, I hear you. They'll fix it. They'll fix it, Mr. Jamel. Best thing to do is try to find some people on Facebook. Like I would, at one day in the past, I would have said hit up Stephen Reed because he's a stand-up guy, but he has not said anything on Twitter ever since I had ever since there was this huge blowout with the previous VP Vivek Patel or whatever his name was, Puck Norris, whatever his name is now, on Twitch. So he hasn't said anything. Steven hasn't said anything really, unless they're promoting something. But I check Twitter and Facebook gaming hash and search and see they might have something up there to that you can send it directly to. There are still people from January trying to get paid. One guy I just saw one guy posted that 6 months later they responded to his payment support ticket 6 months later. He says that's not acceptable. Wait for the new house key. Everything paperwork is done now. 1 to 3 months process to get the new house key. Wow, it takes that long, eh? When we released to the streamer, yeah, I think it was released to the streamers. I mean, FTG probably has it. Full Tilt Gaming, he most likely has it. He's got a pretty good relationship with Z. Z usually gives him his stuff for free and in advance. Because Z makes so much more money off of him promoting it, right? FTG has that audience on YouTube for it. Figured to get an so I don't have to pay 60 or 70. Yeah, I know. I probably should as well, but I don't got the funds for it right now. A little tight on funds for a bit. We're gonna be tight on money for a little while, actually. Extra fun save? Yeah, dude, I hear that. No, it's just weird that it's that long. Usually in Canada, it can take that long in Canada, but usually once you purchase the house and all the financing and everything goes through, it's literally a matter of what they call a closing date. And once that closing date is agreed upon, which is usually less than a month at most, you usually get the keys to your place. Looking at a few different job opportunities for myself. I got one lined up for September, which still allows me to keep my current jobs. I'll be running 2 jobs in September. I'll probably only be working on weekends though at the grocery store, because my other job is going to be Monday to Friday. No, it's the Indie videos of the Western Star. Maybe it was Blades you saw. Maybe it was. Maybe. But oh, you know what? It's probably. You know what? It probably was. It was probably. Wow, this thing is tippy. It was probably his video, Zeemods video, when he posted something on it. I don't know. Blades is a good modder, but it takes him god dang forever to do anything. That man would make a whole lot more money if he'd actually finish his mods. The only thing he's got that's pretty much finished is his wrecker. The rest of the mods are still hit or miss. That's only scrutinize the seller thoroughly by the Lord for the bank versus the money. There's an issue with the house. Yeah, I know, like yeah, I can see that. Like in Canada, houses go pretty quick. I think right now a lot of people aren't doing home inspections because the market is just, there's a house for sale and it'll be sold in like less than a couple of days. That's how fast the market is here. And I think some people are not doing home inspections because I see people move in like a couple of weeks later in these houses, right? I think people are foregoing house inspections to actually get the deal through because some sellers will be like, yo, they'll accept that price, no home inspection, and someone say, I want a home inspection, and say, oh, they'll just go to the next offer and say, well, after that one, they don't want a home inspection, right? So I think that's happening a bit more currently right now, which is a very bad thing to do. You should never buy a home without a home inspection. Bureaucracy here in Malaysia is a long story. Yeah, I can understand that too. Like I say, I can understand that too. Differences of governments and how it. What the flip was that? That bloody car just disappeared like sideways, like he was drifting, like Tokyo Drift style or something. The hell was that? Jeez, jeez. But it's pretty quick. It's a pretty quick process in Canada. You hear Riot's quitting full-time Facebook? I did not. That doesn't surprise me though. There's a lot of people that are really getting frustrated in Facebook, right? Like guys that were getting a couple thousand people in their streams can barely pull together 500 right now. Come on, get in there. And that's not just their content. I mean, everyone's going to stale out a bit, and you're going to have dips in your community, and you're going to have dips in your content and your followage. That's just FB right now. That's just absolute FB. Dropping the ball somewhere in their algorithm or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I really don't, but it is what it is. I mean, we're here today. We're having a good time. I have no idea any of my stats. I can't see anything because it's all new and different. They did that new dashboard that I used before, but I hate it. How do you see it back again? I have to jump out now and get some food. Have a growing stream. Joe Kim, you have yourself a wonderful one, boy. Bud, have some great food. Enjoy it. Relax. Have a great day, my friend. We'll hopefully catch you very, very soon. Probably next week because I got to work tomorrow 10 to 3. So I got to work. But we will definitely be back on Facebook more. Anytime, Miss Lady Sky. Anytime. I got to remember that YouTube, the chat's at the bottom. The chat is at the bottom and it goes up. This is right at the bottom. Facebook starts at the top and goes down. Oh, there's a guy there. I just scared the living bejesus out of that dude. He saw everything flash in front of his eyes. See you next time, my friend. You know it. Everything must be checked. You know it. Everything, you gotta have a house inspection. You can't buy a house without a house inspection. You're just asking yourself for a lot of repair bills and problems. I can't tell you the amount of people I know that have heard stories or actually one friend that did get a house inspection and ended up costing himself tons of money because of it. And Infinity Rep got in touch with me earlier saying they wanted to review the RGB mic A8 Infinity. Nice. They're gonna send it for you. Very nice. Free mic and absolutely. Depends sometimes. Sometimes they want the mic back, but they probably won't. Most mic companies don't ask for the mic back. Also, I did make the choice of Logitech. May have to get a new shifter, so the gears. It's not someone 8 shifting. Really? Really? You know what's really funny is I bought my G29, right? And the shifter and everything's fine. And Otter bought a G29. I forget why he bought it. And he was having problems with it. He was having problems with it. The brake and the accelerator or something. Something was just going wrong. I don't know if you ever figured it out. If you ever figured out the problem, but he was having problems with it. And then it wasn't the first person that I heard, like after I'd gotten mine, that people were having issues with it. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what it was. Had to go with something. That's why I dropped out. But no, it's all good. It's all good, Miss Heather. G27 live. What's up, Josh? G27 is definitely a very, very good good wheel. The only problem now with the G27 is if you really want it for like racing or some of the newer games, the feedback, the actual force that it has is low, right? Direct drive wheels are pushing out minimum of like 8 newton-meters of force feedback, whereas I think the G27 is like maybe 2 at most, if even. I think it's 1.5 to be honest with you. It's got a very weak force feedback. Back in the day, it was strong because the games were able to do it, but now it's pretty weakish. But you know, for something like ATS or regular sims, it works really well.
Go straight on.
And edge for Sentra, nice. Nissans are good. It does it in games. Like I'll put it in gear and it goes back to neutral, and the desired gear. Don't know if it's electronic having issues with what. You got the 923. Interesting. So Jamel, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful sleep, my friend. Have a great night. Keep on killing your content. I'm loving it. God bless you and your family, and we will catch you next time, my friend. Have a good night. Do the Optimus Prime voice. Do I have the Optimus Prime voice? Oh, you're talking about the robot voice. Oh. I don't have that set up. Everything's all messed. I got Megatron.
I've got morons on my team.
I usually do. I usually do have morons on my team. Hey, both sides now. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, just a gas guzzler. That's why. Nah, it's understandable. You know, we took our journey to Saga and back, full tank of gas, right? And keep in mind, we actually drove around in Saga and did a little old sightseeing and went into Tobico and all that. We came back with a quarter tank. Couldn't do that in the van. The van guzzled almost half a tank going there, and that was, I think, just because of the shape of the van. It's the shape of you. But the shit is, whether it's having issues, steering wheel and pedals are comfortable. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if there's a setting or something on the shifter or something there where, like, you know, it's clicking in but it's clicking back out, like it's registering a double click. I wonder if the software or something is doing that. That'd be something to take a look into. Those are kind of got used to the rubber brake stopper fine. I'm used to it on ATS. I'm not used to it on ATS. On ATS, you have to slam that goddamn brake pedal down. My lord, I still don't get it full 100% brake sometimes, which is why I miss my turns. And this is because when I used to do racing, I used to have a load cell, and you feel the resistance on the load cell, and you'd only have to put the brake in about quarter of the way in for a full, and then you could feather it out. I can't do it on Logitechs. I need a lot more practice. I'll get a video. It's hard to explain what it does. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, I get it. You're putting it in gear and the software is saying that's coming out of gear, right? Is that what's going on? My son is forcing me to sleep. Daddy closed the phone many times. Bye-bye, Mr. Jamel. Have a great night. Sexy little boy, isn't it? John Ruda's little boy. We got a whole John Ruda package here. He has W900 there. Sexy little thing. We had to rebuild all the trucks. All my older trucks are gone. Mod incompatibility. There was something going on, but I fixed the 389. That red door jamb. It was the order that I had his mods in. The way I did it, he kind of laughed a bit, and he's like, "That's very unique," and he's like, "That's probably what you know, other people have done," and that's why he released the new order that it should be if you have multiple trucks. Isn't all the trucks got to be separate in their own order? It doesn't matter. Be right back. Sounds good, brother. No more Facebook stars? It does it not show stars? It should. It was supposed to. It says on there, hey, you can receive stars. If not, then they jack that from me. I'll get it back next week. I gotta do 4 hours. I gotta do 4 hours, I think. So, because I'm not level up anymore. I got sub still, but I gotta get level up back. So I think I need to do. That's weird. It says I can still earn stars. I gotta do 4 hours over the 2 weeks. So we'll get a couple hours this week, get a couple hours next week, and then like, and not the end of next week, to the following week, sometime mid-July, I should be able to have stars back. And stars are like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. It's all good, brother. I'll get it back in a couple weeks. It's one thing that actually a lot of people have been complaining about on Twitter. They said, why do they remove level up stats? It should be removed after like a year of no activity kind of thing. So they'll probably change it. It just makes no sense. I think the only reason that Facebook did it originally, take away your ability to use stars or level up, was to encourage creators to come back and keep creating videos and stuff to keep that status alive. Because a partner, if you achieve regular partner status, you're not a contracted partner. You just get it because, you know, you've gotten the views and everything through it. Then you can just stream at your will. You don't have hours that you need to do. A contractor streamer, like any of the contractor streamers, like Darkness429, Stone Mountain. Well, King Gothalian's done with his contract. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's over on Twitch again. He starts on July 4th. I think he goes back. I have to double check. I think he's not streaming until July 4th. They have a certain amount, even Kendra Site, they have a certain amount of hours that they need to do per week and per month. It's in their contract. If they don't do those hours, then they risk losing their contract, right? Just taking my socks off. You're wondering what I'm throwing. Send it through Discord. I will check that out right after stream, my friend, and I'll get back to you on it. But they have contracted hours, so they can lose their Facebook partner if they don't hit their contracted hours. Whereas a regular partner, someone like Mr. Cryptic or Raya, I don't think Raya was ever contracted. They don't have to meet a certain amount of hours because they're not getting paid monthly by Facebook. Contracted streamer gets like a month. They're basically like an employee. They get a monthly amount paid to them on top of everything they make through stars and subscriptions. If you go red, I ain't going over. Good. We have you enough. Welcome back, Miss Heather. Leaving for Toronto Friday for Ripley's. Nice. Leah driving to Burlington and then go train. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I know we were in Saga for Saturday. We left Saturday morning. We were supposed to leave on Friday, but we ended up leaving Saturday. There's no point in us getting there early. And then hung out Saturday, and then Sunday dealt with the issue, and then everything was good. We came back Monday morning. It was good. It was a good trip. I'm just surprised, like, you know, the car did really good on gas, which I figured it would, being a lower profile. She did really well on fuel. Granted, I didn't drive as fast as I usually do. I usually go $120 on 401, but we didn't really go over $110. So it kept it well below 2,000 RPM and just over 1,500. So I'll definitely save gas. Definitely save fuel that way. How are we doing on fuel in this thing? Quarter of a tank gone. We're good. We got 623 miles to go. Hey, Joe, what's going on? I'm doing good, brother. How about you? Welcome back. It's been a while since I've been on the Facebooks. It's been a while since I've been on the Facebooks. Almost got a 2016 RT, Journey RT loaded. Payments was 600. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. In black of all things. Yeah, payments get really brutal. Like the Nissan. Nissan's a good car. Sentra's a good car. Got a bit of a cold. Dealt with cigarette smoke all weekend. Jada's parents smoke. Went to her mom's house and she smokes in the house, but we always tell her when we're coming, don't, you know, if you smoke in the house, we're leaving because we got kids, right? So she doesn't smoke in the house when we're there, but she smokes in the morning. So it was just linger through the whole thing. There was no airflow, and especially now that right now, since it's summer, the air conditioning is going, so there's no window flow, so there's no airflow. It's just blowing the same smoke around, right? And then we went to go visit her friend, and she smokes as well, but she smokes outside, but it still lingers in the house. So I dealt with 2 days of smoke, and so with my allergies, that lowers my immune system, and then I ended up getting a small little respiratory cold, but I'm good. Taking driving lessons, very nice. Very nice. I haven't seen you for a while. I've been doing good, man. Thanks for asking, Joe. I've actually been over on Twitch and YouTube. That's where I've been. I just haven't been doing Facebook because many different issues, but we're here today, and I figured a solution out that I don't have to pay for Restream. So I'm here right now on YouTube and Facebook. Pick up on Thursday. Very nice. Very nice. Picked up tomorrow. That's good. Right before the holiday. That's perfect timing. I almost took the front end of that car off. I'm actually going to be taking some driving lessons very, very soon. I've got a course. I actually got to make sure I book it off work. I've got a 2-day course, 8 hours a day online. And then I forget after that. I can't remember if I do that knowledge test right away or not. But then I got to do 25 hours of driving. And then I get my B license. So I'm upgrading my license to a B, which allows me to drive a bus, a D class vehicle, which is over the commercial. It's commercial weight. So under my current license, I can drive a straight truck. That's about, I think it's 26,000 pounds. It might be less than that. It might be 2250. I can't remember. But I can drive a straight truck, which is what I used to do at Walmart under my G. But when we move up to D, you get a higher commercial weight, and a lot of those usually need air brakes. So I'm going to be going separately from my air brakes, my air brake certification at some point. So I think I'm going to go for my air brake certification in August. That's going to allow me to drive like not pickup trucks, sorry, dump trucks, cement trucks, buses. I want to go bus route, school bus, all that fun stuff. And so I got a job lined up to drive a school bus for a little while, get some experience. And then because schools are only in the morning and the afternoon, that leaves the whole day. It's either come back and do a stream or pick up another job. We made it. Pay attention to the chat, not here. Road trip. Yeah, brother. Road trips are fun. When we lived in Saga, pardon me, I used to always take a week off during Victoria Day, which is the May 2-4 weekend in May. And then we go to Sable Beach for like 4 or 5 days. Jada's grandparents used to have a cottage up there. So we used to spend a few days up there. And we used to do it all the time during the May 2-4 weekend because that's when it used to be decently weathered. And that's when everything opened up there. If not, we'd go in like June or something like that. And then I would always take the August civic holiday. I usually took the last two because when I was at Walmart, I get 3 weeks vacation. I take the last 2 weeks of July off right into the holiday weekend. I had a road trip last weekend. Very nice. Road trips are fun. Getting more expensive though with the fuel cost, but I figured we'd be spending a lot more money on fuel. I figured we'd have to at least gas up on half a tank before we got home, but we were able to get a whole 3/4 of a tank was our trip. I was actually really impressed. You did good. The new car did good. And since we got the DVD player, it was a very nice trip. It was much more quiet. And it seemed to go by, the drive seemed to go by a bit faster as well. So we didn't have, because they were able to be focused on the DVD and watch something they wanted to watch, we didn't have them playing with each other and throwing things and complaining and all that. They just focused on the DVD and watched the DVD all the way there. Watched Secret Life of Pets, which they've seen 1,000 times, but they watched it again in the car. Watched that on the way there and watched Madagascar 3 on the way back. We didn't finish Madagascar 3 because we started it a little later. Well, not a road trip, say a train trip. Yeah, that's still a road trip in my opinion. That's still a fun trip. All right, chat, we're going to turn today. We're going to turn today on the road here. So, if you don't like bright lights to the face or you're photosensitive or all that kind of jazz, please look away from your screens, mobile devices, computers, whatever you are to watch The Dr. Raj. Look away right now. I'll let you know when you can come on back. So look away, look away, look away now. And y'all can come on back now.
Finding a new route.
You know what? Our kids never actually went mommy over there yet, Josh. They actually never actually did that. Mommy or daddy, are you there? They've never done that. They'll say like they usually say like how much longer, and then we say a little bit longer, and then my son's like, well, how much time? I'm like, you can't even tell time. So we just tell like 45 minutes or whatever the time is. So like, how long is that? And I'm like, 45 minutes. And no, they don't actually go. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? They've never done it. And the amount of road trips we've taken and that, they've never done it. And then to London to Milton Keynes. Yeah, why not? Sounds like a fun trip. I have not been to the UK, so I do know you guys got some pretty good subway systems there, though. I mean, you pretty much have to like take transit or things. Like driving the city, you got like tolls to get into London and toll to get out. You know, I got TV tax. Such a different world over there. TV tax. I'm American. I ain't no TV tax. Can you imagine having London's UK TV tax here? Oh my God. Americans would shit their pants. Imagine the husbands trying to convince the wives they need to pay TV tax just to watch football. It's one of the hottest days of the year. Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I've traveled in Toronto's subways on some of the really hot days. It's not fun down there. It's a little bit cool, but the air just sits. Especially if you're like in the middle of rush hour and the trains get backed up. To the inside of the van? Yeah, I appreciate that. We'll do it one of these days. For sure. For sure. We ended up renting a fully loaded van a couple years back. Then we ended up having a Pacifica that was pretty much fully loaded, because when you rent cars, they pretty much have the fully loaded options. Once you get up to like that class, you choose a van, they usually get the fully loaded vans from the dealerships. That's why Jada wanted the van, because we had the van with the automatic doors and everything. She's like, I want this. I'm like, yeah, okay. What kind of money do you think I'm made of? What stop sign? Oh, you're sitting next to someone that forgot the BO spray? Oh, trust. I've been there. I've been there. Like when I went to university, from my first 2 years of university, I didn't stay in residence because the government wouldn't give me enough in student loans to pay for it, despite saying that's what we needed. Like, oh, well, your mom makes enough. Like, she didn't. She didn't. She had a mortgage payment on top of a car payment, on top of insurance and all this. She didn't make enough to pay for my things. Like, they expected you back then. They give you more money. They give kids more money now, but they expected you back then to, like, go into debt and, like, take a loan, your own loan out from your parents, to take an own loan out to send you to school. So I would take the train downtown Toronto and to the bus terminal, and then I take the bus there to go to St. Catharines. I used to have to do that every morning. But I'm going about the vehicle. For the vehicle, markup paid. It's under 20. Now they're trying to sell it twice. Yep. Yeah, vehicle markups are up pretty high. It's ridiculous. Because there's no stock. If there was a huge abundance of used vehicles through every dealership, prices would go down, but there's not. Like right now, my mom can't come up and visit. She's been trying to come up and visit for a while, but she can't. Her CRV needs a part. I forgot to stir my coffee. Her CRV needs a part for the fuel. She can't fill up her car. She can only put less than half a tank. If she goes over it or something like that, it leaks or something happens. I can't remember what it was. So she's waiting for this part, and she's been waiting for over 6 months. So she hasn't been able to come back because she doesn't want to have to keep stopping for fuel, right? Oh, wow, there's a tree there. I knew that. We got ourselves a 2013 Dodge Journey RT, fully loaded, black with beige leather. Thing's sexy as hell. And it came with 2 sets of tires, winter tires and all seasons. And the rims on the all seasons, oh, they are beautiful. Get out of my way. So it's basically the same engine platform that the Grand Caravan's on. Journey is basically a Grand Caravan, but it's smaller. It's really what it is. It just is. It's a little bit smaller than the van, and it's a little bit shorter. But she drives real nice. Oh, she drives like a dream. Yeah. Yeah, Jada really loved it. Like, we had looked at a Journey originally. Before we got the van, because it was a pretty good price, but we didn't like the way the seats were for a rear-facing car seat. It was very, very tight to where Kylie's seat would have been. So we, and Jada was pretty much just saying, I don't want anything else. I want a van. Dad set on a van. She's very stubborn. So I'm like, all right. So then we got lucky. We found the van that we had for a while. And then when I was looking for a new vehicle to replace the van, I was looking for any kind of van that was in price, but most vans at the time, like Josh said over on YouTube, were like $27K. Reason it isn't fully low is because they didn't make the body style more. That's fair. But shoot. Oh yeah, I can go. So I couldn't afford, like, they gave us they paid us out, like, the van we bought for, I want to say 13, but I think it was like 12. It was like around $13,000, right? And they paid us out just under 10 grand. And we had the van for a couple of years. They paid us out under 10 grand for the vehicle, which is a pretty good payout. Because they wrote it off, right? So we were trying to find something that I could just take that money and just put it right on the vehicle, and we don't need to pay for anything else, right? Trying to save some money, not have to take a payment on because money was tight and that. couldn't really find anything. Anything that was that cheap was like 200, 300,000 kilometers, looked like a piece of crap or whatever, right? Like the beautiful thing with my van that we got it was under 100K when we got it, right? It was low kilometers. So looking for a vehicle, don't you do it. Don't you do it. So, you know, low kilometers are always better because at least, you know, it's going to probably last a lot longer, especially engine and transmission wise. And any van that was close to being low kilometers was newer, like in the 2016, 2017, and they were all like, you know, 27K, which is going to push the payment up way too high for us. We wouldn't be able to afford it. Not to mention insurance on top of that. And we didn't know what insurance was going to come back out at as well because we wrote off a car, right? Usually insurance goes up. We got lucky, it actually went down. Insurance actually went down. And I think that's only because I think they gave us accident forgiveness, because we have accident forgiveness. I think they went ahead and did that because we didn't have an accident with another car. It was just a single vehicle collision. We just, you know, she ran to the pole. New car man's 457. Mine's like 306. 306 for 3 years. I don't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, so we're looking for a car. I couldn't find anything, right? And then I went to Honda, and they had a van that looked really good. Of course, it was sold when I got there. I had a feeling. But he's like, "Oh, the guy that coming in is bringing a journey." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Well, I'll take a look at it when it comes," kind of thing. I didn't know what to do, right? Then I went to where I got the van. That was like the next place on my list, and I was gonna go another place that was way across freaking town. I had to actually think. I think I was supposed to actually come back and get my son, and then go across town. I was gonna be out all day looking at cars. So I went to my old dealership, and it was cold as hell this day too. It was freaking freezing. This was in March? I don't remember. March or April. Yeah, it was in March. So it was cold out, and I didn't like getting out of the car all the time looking at things. So I looked through the whole lot, and the same thing. They had all these vans, and I was looking at, well, you know, there's a couple of higher price vans. And I'm like, all right, they had a few. And I'm like, I'm going to come back and talk to Jada. But when I parked the truck, I saw the Journey that I bought, and I was just sitting there. And I walked past it and looked at it. I'm like, yeah, it's not bad, kind of thing. Right, had winter tires on it. Didn't have a price on it or anything. They didn't usually put any prices on used cars or whatever, right? But it looked like it was fairly newish, right? So I went and looked at the rest of the stuff. Didn't come back in. Got actually back in the rental car. Sat down, started it up, looked over at the Journey again. I'm like, wait a minute. Turned off, went and go look at the Journey. Looked inside, and I'm like, looks kind of nice, right? So I went inside to see if my old salesperson was there. He's actually off that day, so somebody else did it. He came out, got the car ready for us. I was able to take a look at it, and I was actually really impressed with the size, how the doors open really wide. It opened like straight out. Like most rear doors, right? They go about 65 degrees, 70 degrees, and then they stop. Journey goes like full 180, goes like right out straight. And I'm like, that's perfect for getting kids in and out of a car, right? And then I looked at the space. I moved the seats back. I put the third row down, see the trunk space, and I'm like, that's a lot of space for the kids. Because I set the seat where I would sit at it, and I go in the passenger seat, and I sat the passenger seat where I would sit at it. Now Jada sits like right up. So I didn't have to worry about her having to be too far back. It's more for me. And there was plenty of room for the kids, so I'm like, this might actually work. It was a 2013. It had a DVD. Once I saw a DVD player, I'm like, I'm gonna get this car. I'm like, I gotta get this thing. That literally sold me on it, with all the space and all that. And I took it for a test drive, and it drove real nice. You know, and it had the map system in there, and you know, LED screen. We had 2011 Caravan. It was basic. It was like an upgrade. It was like SRT model or something like that. Or not SRT. Like it was. I can't remember the designations. It was one step above because we had the quad captains in that one. Whatever. Mileage, it was 116,000 kilometers. So just a baby in terms of kilometers. It's at like 118 now. We put like a couple thousand on it. So between the mileage and everything on it, and being fully loaded, and then having, you know, winter and summer tires and all this, and it was all-wheel drive, because that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get an all-wheel drive vehicle. You know, Caravans were coming all-wheel drive, so, you know, again, they were going to be a little more pricier, but that's what we were looking at, was something a little more all-wheel drive, because God forbid, you know, Jada gets in the same position. I think if she had an all-wheel drive vehicle, she might have been able to pull the truck back, or at least get it to where she wanted it to go. But yeah, For a 13, yeah, dude. For a 2013, it only had 116,000 kilometers, which is why I pulled the trigger on it. My 2011, when I got it, was only 11,000 kilometers. Like, that was under, it was like 80,000 kilometers. Like, I got lucky with some low mileage vehicles. And that's what I always look for, is try to get low mileage vehicles. Right? Because everything else is like, you know, where there usually is, like people putting 25, 30 kilometers a year on it. So they're like upwards of 200K. So I couldn't pass it up. So I negotiated down a price. I negotiated the price to something that we could afford on a monthly basis, right? And taking into consideration that insurance is probably going to be the same or a little higher. Although I was afraid it was going to go up a lot. But between what Jada was working, I was working at the time, it's manageable. It's still manageable now, but we need to. I got my hours cut because I needed to get my hours cut, and Jada's got her hours cut momentarily, but she's got a couple things in the works for more things, as do I. I'm still looking for some more hours at work or something else. We're just trying to figure it out. I mean, Jada's supposed to have this other job that she wanted to pick up for a little bit, but they're so stupid. They were so stupid in their hours. It's not even worth talking about, so she didn't even bother going to it. But that kind of messed up a bit of scheduling, but I didn't tell... I was actually supposed to call and tell a grocery job that I don't want anything through the week next week, right? Because it was going to screw up between her schedule, but I'm glad I didn't because she's not going to that job, so... Advanced Victory just for doesn't want to fully load it and all, but I can't get the Bluetooth to work. What phone? What phone you're trying to get to connect, and more importantly, what system is it? Or is the 2017 using? Is it still using their old version of en route, or did they do something different? iPhone? Which version of the iPhone, dude? It matters. I think what you might want to do is double check and see if you can do a software update on the Caravan. Like, I don't have the box here. The Journey uses an older system. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now. They upgraded recently to a different system. It's still kind of the same, but they upgraded more to an Android style system using the older version. Needs a map update, but it's expensive. You shouldn't need it. It should give you free. It should give you free map. You're supposed to at least get one free update. Because they're still using Garmin maps, right? But you don't even need to update it. But you should be able to update. There's two things. Go on the website for the system that it is, and usually there's like what they call a BIOS or a firmware. They have a firmware update. The firmware update won't mess up with your map. Your map is completely different. But you might need the firmware update, because that's what I had to do on the Journey. I had to do that update, and it did a radio update as well. That might fix the Bluetooth. There might be a connectivity issue with the Bluetooth. Because around 2017, yeah, I think around that time, there's been a newer version of Bluetooth, and I bet you in the van's an older version of Bluetooth, and you probably need an update to make it work. Dinner time, Miss Heather. You have yourself a wonderful dinner. Thank you for coming on in and hanging out. Like I say, hopefully we'll do this Facebook more often. We'll get it going during the days with YouTube. I appreciate you. Have yourself a good one. All the deal to get a quote. Damn. Go on the website, dude. Go on the website. I need your help. Yeah. Message me what system it is. If you have the manual, I'll tell you what system it is. Message me the system name. I don't remember the name of the system because I know they updated it. It's not the old system anymore, right? It looks nicer. It looks nicer than the Journey. The Journey's old red style colors. and all that. It's not Android, and I know the newer versions of systems they have is Android. So one thing I miss. Bye, hugs to you, Jade, and the kids. I will definitely give them hugs for you. It is still Uconnect. Yeah, so you should go Google Uconnect. Go Google Uconnect on Google. Go to the website, put in your model van, and then usually in the Uconnect they'll give you a radio number. I think if you go in About or some shite like that, they'll give you some version number in there that you should be able to get the firmware update for free. The maps you might need to pay to update, but you can actually do it online through Garmin, and it gives you a little USB. They'll either mail it to you or they'll do an update if you get it for free. I paid for mine. I paid like $100 for update mine because it was corrupted. So I have a little USB for mine, and it's behind me. So I fixed the journey because they at some point, because they gave me free satellite radio for 3 months through Sirius. But the radio that was in the car now is not the radio. I'm gonna skip the way station. I can't get to it. The radio that's in the car is not the radio that the car came with. There's this thing with Uconnect where people were doing something and doing updates and possibly corrupting the radio or something. So the dealership just replaced the radio. So they had to, at some point, they had to replace the whole radio system in the Journey that I have. So when they activated it, it was under the wrong Sirius ID. So I had to email them and tell them, and like, what's the radio replaced? I'm like, I have no idea. I imagine it would be if there's, because I said, this is what it's telling me now. And he's like, yeah, it must be. So then they switched it and my radio worked like that afterwards. Because Sirius has, because they're the ones that loan the radios or do it, and they have the serial numbers and all that, right? It's to the car, and it makes it just easier in their own system. They can activate it, and they know what car it is and all that, right? The type of system that it's working on and whether it's active. So they already know right away. Once the information is given to them on the VIN number, they know what the radio is. So it's been updated. So he updated it in their side of the system. So if I'd sell the car at any point in the future or whatever, and someone needs Sirius, they'll know what the radio ID is because it's been updated on their end. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I went to Uconnect to get an update, and then I paid for the thing, and I was lucky I did because it was there was like the end of the I had to do it by the end of April, or I wouldn't be able to activate my maps because they were ending the product line and the activation on the site. So I got it, and I got the USB behind me, and I've copied it 3 times to the cloud twice, and then to another USB, so 4 times actually. It's on OneDrive, Drive, a different USB, and the main USB in case something gets corrupted. So if everything happens to the Journey again, I can just plug it in and reboot it, and then it has the activation file and all that because I won't be able to reactivate it. But Uconnect, go in there, and then it's usually they'll give you 2017. They should still offer it. It was 2013, 2014 and older. They weren't anymore, something like that. But just double check on the Uconnect, and you put in your car, and I think you might need the VIN number or the radio number or something like that. And it should give you a firmware update at the very least. Map wise, I don't know. I don't know map wise. They might say they don't do the maps anymore, but for the Bluetooth, that's radio and system related, so that needs a firmware update. As I'm betting the iPhone you have is a newer Bluetooth, and the one in the truck is older, and you probably need a firmware update so that it allows the newer version to recognize the newer version. So the problem with Bluetooth is it's up to like what, 5.5 or something, or 5 or 6.0 Bluetooth now. And then you just have to go on the USB, plug it in, and it gives you the instructions on how to do it, and then there you go. Heavy hauling. Oh, they turn the beacon on. I put my shifter too close. I can't move my mouse very well. All right, we are almost there. We got 343 kilometers to go. It's still a heck of a long way to go, but we getting there, chat. We getting there. don't know if there's any big bridges for Darren to get scared of or not. I don't think so. That's out in Washington. I think we're good right now. Yeah, I work tomorrow 10 to 3 chat, so there won't be a stream tomorrow, but we'll get them going again next week. I think most of the stuff that we've been dealing with around the house and the issues and all the other goddamn life problems, I think they've started to settle down a bit, so we should be hitting our stride again. I don't think I'll stream tonight. We'll see how I feel tonight. Jada's working at the bar tonight, so I got the kiddos. And with my son not having school tomorrow, he's gonna want to stay up later, so I think it's gonna be a bit of a battle trying to get him to sleep tonight. So we'll see how it goes, chat. We're definitely gonna be getting back to some normal day streams, you know, Tuesday through Thursday, and then a couple nights during the night. Couple nights during the week, I should say, not nights during the night. That didn't make no sense. And the van to get the VIN, you got it, brother. Hopefully it works out. I think that should work out. I think that'll fix it. There it is. Trying to figure out why these guys are going so slow. Yeah, I remember when I got the Journey, I had to mess around with the radio and everything like that. It took me a couple of days to get it going, and then I had to order the part. I tried to factory restore it because it has a factory restore, but it wasn't the right radio or whatever. I had the right VIN. I don't know. They don't give you, it's stupid. They don't give you a factory version of the map to download, which is really stupid. They should give you like whatever version you came up with originally activated. I mean, here you go. Even if it's an older version of the maps, but I couldn't find that, and I tried seeing if I could find it online anywhere, or someone had a copy of it, just to be able to load the maps, but didn't. So I ended up forking out $100 or so. I can't remember how much it was, 120, whatever it is. Garmin. I did that and got the maps running, so it's good. I mean, we still use Google Maps a lot because it's a little bit easier. It gives you traffic updates, but it's good to have the map in the car as well. Like, especially if I'm driving in an area that I don't know, or I just want like a quick like a overview, like a slow down in an area. I can just hit this one button right there, and it overlays onto the radio really quick in a small version. Like, oh, I can go left here and turn right here, right? It just lets you just see it really quick. And a pretty cool thing, if you actually use the onboard map, when you approach a turn where your mileage is, it actually overlays a little bit of a map and shows you the turn in front of you and the distance you need to go as the voice comes over, so you don't have to go and look over at your center console. So that was a really neat feature of the car as well in the map system. I like it. Take a photo of the VIN, head upstairs. Nah, brother. I think this will work, brother. Just got to get that update, and then it should hopefully do it. Because now they're, like I say, now they're using an Android version. Uconnect they don't use anymore. They're using I think they still might call it Uconnect, but I'm pretty sure they're using Android, which I actually really miss, because Android Auto, the app for Android Auto, is beautiful. And I know iPhone connectivity has something similar on most of the devices, but Android, I think, really took off with connecting to cars and stuff like that, because then it loads up your apps right there. You can just leave your phone down, all your apps are in there. And then I used to use Waze. Waze was a good map system, and it shows you where cops are, where they're trying to do radar and stuff like that. Typical area, it'll give you a warning. They're not always there, but it gives you like where they've been known to been seen or whatever, and then where they're doing radar speed traps and stuff like that. So that was always fun. Used that when I was out in Halifax. Ah, good old coffee. Give me a second, chat. I gotta yell at Jada. As my wife says, I'm not sleeping, I'm just relaxing. No, she's sleeping. You got stuff to do, chat, and she's over there snoozing, snoring away. You can hear it's like... No, that's me, actually. I snore like a freaking bear. When I went to Halifax, chat, my wife couldn't sleep for 3 weeks while I was gone. Could not sleep at all for 3 weeks. I get home, I'm tired as ish, and you know, ready to go like I haven't had it in a year. So, you know, got home and, you know, she come running around the corner, nearly bowls her kid over and me, but she looked down to make sure she didn't bowl Caden over. If she let Caden take 3 or 4 steps forward, then she comes running behind me and nearly knocks me to the ground. A big hug and all that. Get back inside, you know, kids are there. I think my mom and Kim were up here, right? Yeah, my mom and my sister were up here waiting for me, and then they took off, and then, you know, we had dinner, and then I went to bed, got it in, and then, you know, I went to sleep. I went to sleep early because I was really tired. Like, I passed right out, and I think Jada stayed up for about another half hour because she had to get the kids down or something. I can't remember now. And anyways, she gets back to sleep, and it's first night in forever that she fell right asleep because I'm snoring next to her. She got used to me snoring next to her, and then when I was gone, she couldn't fall asleep because she didn't have that white noise of me snoring next to her. Now she doesn't hear me snore. She's got her damn headphones in and eye cover in and all this other crap. I'm sure you do. It says the vehicle is up to date. The system itself is up to date, but the grandfather just left the van, so I can't get to the system ID. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I would just check it when he gets back and double check. That's the best place to check in firmware update. And you can always copy the firmware to the drive, and you can plug it in, and it'll if you try to update it, it'll just say, "Oh, can't do it. It's updated already." Right? You can try it. Otherwise, it's just literally Googling your iPhone version and the van Uconnect version and why it won't connect. It's about the best you can do. But like I say, I know, like, for iPhones, I know it's tougher on some vehicles for iPhones to actually work because they're more Android. They like Android better. And I'm trying to think, Bluetooth wise, Bluetooth is generally backwards compatible. Like, if you have a newer version of Bluetooth, it should work. Because it's usually backwards compatible and it should work its way down. It's usually older versions can't connect to the newer versions. So, that's a little weird. New passage map updated. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, no, it took me a few days. It was funny because I kept going downstairs and my wife's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm trying to fix the car map." She was like, "Oh." And at one point I ended up having to be down there for like almost an hour, and like, oh my god, I said it was gonna be gone 20 minutes. It was like 45 minutes because the thing just didn't want to copy. When I got the map, it didn't want to copy over as fast. And like the thing was slow as hell. But I finally got it. When I go to select iPhone, I have Bluetooth. It only comes with AT&T, no Kudo. That's weird. Have you tried hitting the AT&T, see if it worked? It's probably just the name. Because like in America, like a lot of people are on AT&T. That was the biggest thing. iPhone was AT&T, and never made fun of it. I'll still never forget when the PS Vita, when they did the PS Vita conference, and then they said that they had the 3G or 4, I think it was 3G thing, and then they said it was through AT&T, and everyone, oh, and the guy's like, what? The developer's like, what? Because the iPhone made the same mistake in saying that they were on AT&T first, because AT&T is a decent system, but it has its problems. It was funny. It was funny. I need to get a new phone eventually. This S7's starting to show its age. It's crashing on me a lot more now. Always I've wondered if the van has Apple CarPlay. It might. I can't remember. Uconnect was such a... I don't know why Chrysler and Dodge, you know, used their own system for so long, whereas like all the other manufacturers, even Ford, they had, oh god, what was their system name? I want to say their system name was Fusion, and then they got rid of it for Android, and then they named a car Fusion afterwards. But it's something else. God, I can't remember what it was. But they had named their system something else. And everybody else jumped on board Android and Android Auto system, or even have, like, you know, there was a system, it was mainly Android, but they also had CarPlay added there. They had the app for Apple phones for CarPlay. And Dodge just stayed with their stupid Uconnect, and I think it still is Uconnect, but they've added Android Auto in there because Android Auto is such a good app. It's really, really good. I mean, I haven't used an iPhone in forever. I don't like iPhones. I don't like the fact that they restrict everything. I don't like the fact they just lock so much of the phone off that you can't modify because it's, you know, the whatever. I feel even though they have their own software or not, they should be able to. We need fuel. We need fuel real bad. I have to go into Denver. I have to go in Denver for fuel. But yeah, I don't know why they stuck to their own system for the longest time. I know it's a money issue and gives them more power and control, but I always found it really weird that they stuck with it so long before they started opening it up. I think their first version of Uconnect that went above and beyond, they added Apple CarPlay to it. Let's you pay $648 a week. What, the theme on the on the display? Oh, that's hilarious. Everything's money, man. Everything's freaking buy this, pay for this. Everything upsells, you know. It's annoying. Get up. Go do your stuff. They can change for free on cents. Oh, you're talking about Apple, yeah. Yeah, no, it's annoying. Apple's just like, I know we're running out of fuel. Apple's like Diablo 4 Immortal. You have to pay so much money for everything. And I mean, they get away with it because they have the market. They have the, you know, the customer base. And they have the market for it. Did I pass it? Oh no, it's right here. I gotta slam my brakes on.
Turn left.
I passed it. It's over here. Okay, I know where I am. Never mind. I know where I am. My garage is over here. But yeah, Apple's just, I don't know why. Like, yeah, Samsung or Android, period, you can do so much more for free on. It's got tons of Tons of applications.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Tons of applications. I'm missing sounds. No, that's weird. Look into that later. The trailer sound's missing. You can download like Zedge. I use Zedge. Jada got me on that one for themes and ringtones and stuff like that. And you can just do so much more on an Android. Really? I don't know why I did that. I mean, for years, like Apple had the market, what do they call it? Not market value. Market share. They had the market share. They had the, you know, the largest market share for phones. Obviously now Android's really taking a huge chunk into that, but they still have, I think they're still #1 overall. There's still, when it comes to iPhones and Apple in general, there's still that huge fanboyism, much more than Android, like really, really bad on the fanboyism. And then of course a lot of apps come usually out for iPhone first before Android, but now that there's such a huge marketplace, market share for Android, you're seeing applications come in for both pretty quick. And then I think what's going to do Apple in and start to make them lose more market share is their App Store, with some of their business practices that they've been doing on that, being really strict and whatnot. I think is going to cause them problems in the long run. But we shall see. I mean, iPhone's always going to be strong. I just wish they wouldn't be so restrictive. But that's what they've done, right? The only way to keep their cost up high and everything is to hold that phone to a higher standard and that software and try to say that this is the basis of everything.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left.
I need to exit left, I know. But the light's red. I don't think iPhone will ever get away from being as restrictive as they are. I mean, people are still waiting for a jailbreak on 15, on iOS 15. I think all they have is a software jailbreak. If you have your system, and I think you can jailbreak it through software. It's like a software break. It's not the greatest jailbreak, but it allows you to do a few things and install and update certain things without having to go through the Apple system. Everybody wants the full PC version one, and I don't think that's coming until December. Missed that damn shift. It's only 60,000 pounds, but it feels like 110. Hello, Ram 1500. How are you? Get over to the left here. Get that jailbreak on. Only 2 people? I only got 2 people over here on YouTube, buddy, but I got a few more on Facebook. I'm multi-streaming, my friend. I'm also just starting out on YouTube, so laugh all you want. It's 2 more people than you got at the moment. Ah! I don't know why people gotta laugh about that ish. There's a lot more to streaming than just having people watch you, dude. That's all good. Haters gonna hate because they're jealous. Come in with a name like Ram 1500 because it sucks. I can give it out all day, brother. Gotta love haters. They just jealous because they ain't me. Got him. You know it, brother. Like, what's he gonna do? What's this guy gonna do, though? Like, honestly. You can either come out, chill, have fun, or you can just be a deek. He chose that. You want to be a streamer? You can do streaming on your Xbox. You can do streaming on your Xbox. You don't need a PC for it. It becomes a little bit more difficult because you're not going to have a camera, brother. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more people that are doing streaming without a camera. As long as you've got the content to back it up, you can chat and all that, you can do it without a camera, and it gives you a start, right? YouTube might be a little bit tougher because YouTube is a tough platform. There's not a lot of discoverability on here. There's not a lot of people to see live streams because live streams is tucked so far away in YouTube right now. You get more of your views on YouTube after you've done a live stream by people coming in and seeing the content and watching out the other videos that you have in here. That's how you kind of grow and get more on YouTube, right? For Xbox, I mean, to be dead honest, I would always tell people, as much as I don't really care for the platform anymore, I would say start on Facebook. Because there's a little more discoverability on Facebook. You can grow something on there. If you've got a phone or an extra little PC or a laptop, you can do your chat through that. There's a lot of people that stream on Xbox and have their phone there for chat, right? And you read your chat that way and you respond and chat that way if you need to. And it becomes easier that way. And then Facebook, like I said, there's more discoverability, so you're able to grow a bit more audience. And then when you get up to a certain amount of people, it's a lot easier to hit the monetization. You can then try to start branching out to YouTube or Twitch at that point, right? And then you grow that way. And then as you get money coming in, if you get monetization, you save that money, then you just get yourself a PC that handles it. If you've got a laptop, you get I can't pull it out. You get a little capture card. You can get them for cheap. In the States, you can get a lot cheaper in Canada, but you can get one for about 60 bucks. That'll let you stream for a capture card and allow you to do the camera and that and have it up there and do a stream and then do it that way as well. This game you cannot. There is one game you can. It's not that good though. It was Truck Driver. Unfortunately, ATS is PC only, which really sucks. I thought at one point they might port this over but then seeing all the options they have, it's going to be a really dumbed down game because of the amount of controls that they put into this. But again, if you want like a PC, you can, for regular PC, you don't need a huge graphics card to get this game to work. If you want really top end graphics, you're going to want it, but it's just saving up money, you know, people saving up to pay for a PS5, you know, 700, 800 bones, like save up that money for a PC, you know, an $800 PC would easily run this game. And especially now that prices are starting to come down on PC parts and graphics cards, you can probably get a pretty good PC now for about 800, 600 to 800 range. There's a guy on YouTube, Ram. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is Robytech, ROBYTECH. Wow, this truck just went bonkers on me. He does live PC building on his stream, but he has links in his videos on how to build like a PC for 500 bucks or something like that. Check that out. You know what I mean? If you're able to put some money together and save up, you'll be able to get this game and you'll be able to get a cheap PC. You know what I mean? He's got 500, 800, and 1,000, and I think 2,000. He's got different levels of builds, and it tells you the parts in there, and you can search for it, and it shows you actually how to build it too if you want to build it yourself or whatever. But one thing to do. I mean, for me, I save up for everything, right? Like this PC that I game on, I built myself, and then I swapped out the processor, and then I built the stream PC earlier last year. Late last year, sorry. I can't do my phone number, brother. But you know what? If you join my Discord, I'm not sure if it's in there. Join the Discord. You can message me, and I can respond to you. But I don't do phone calls. I gotta keep some part of myself private. I'm still trying to figure out on this Facebook dashboard where the live views are. I know we were up to like 7. There he is. Now I see it. 4. What is it? Go on 1 o'clock? Yeah, 1 o'clock is when I always get a dip in viewers. Yeah, you can get in contact with me on Facebook or on my Discord, my friend. I missed my cutoff, didn't I? That's fine. Thank you, Josh. Oh man. How far we got going up here? It shows me my insights, but it doesn't show me my individual likes. I used to be able to see likes. I have to play with this new I have to play with this new system. 8 hours live max, yeah. Oh, good. We're only doing 8,000. Okay, good. I thought we were doing 10,000. Never mind. We're only doing 16,000 megabits per second. Yeah, if you click the link to Discord, it'll launch the web version of Discord. And then you can also download the app to Discord if you want it as well. But if you're on a phone, there is a Discord app for the phone. Or, like I say, if you click the link, it should just pop up the web browser to go to it. I don't post a heck of a lot like I should on Discord, but I can. But when people message me, I do respond. I've just been in such a huge transition phase between work, life, and everything else, and streaming and content creation. I just haven't had a time to do a lot of posting and stuff on Discord. But like I say, when people message me, I get back to them. As it pings my phone saying you got a message from so-and-so. That link that's up there that you said Josh posted their Discord, just click on that link. That should pop it up for you. Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. It's going to be a busy ass day. Gonna be a busy day. We don't have a delivery tomorrow, so we're gonna run out of stuff.
Keep right, and then exit right.
That's just gonna be a real stupid day tomorrow. I don't even know why he's got me in 10 to 3, to be honest with you. But I'll take it for the hours. If you send a message, can I get to it now? I mean, I can get to it, but I'm in the middle of streaming, brother. I usually do it. I usually deal with all that after stream. Anybody messages me, I deal with it after stream. I've only been in it once. I've only been in the new dollar store once.
Get ready, turn right.
That's a question to ask my sister. She's probably been in there every day. Yeah, no, I've only been in it once. It's nice. It's kind of funny seeing the layout of the store. You know, because you know, that used to be part of our store. It's kind of funny seeing it. Oh, darn it. Well, Discord, bud, you download those Discord, and you join the Discord server, and then you'll see me. My name Ravage. You click my name on there, you type a message to me there, and that's how you get a hold of me. And then that way I will see your message, and then I will respond to you through Discord, and you get your messages through Discord. It's like texting, but it's through Discord, right? I don't do my personal phone. All right, where is this place? Oh, it's up here. That was a weird little runaround to get to this place. Right at the edge of the map. That's the other thing I gotta do. I gotta update all my maps because 144 dropped, but now I'm like, what's the point of me doing it right now? Because 145's around the corner. I can't think they're gonna spend that many weeks until they launch it, because it's just the trailer, right? It's some gameplay improvements and the trailer. Yeah, I think on Xbox there was a game called Truck Driver or something. I've heard a few people talk about it, but it's not as good. You get all the good stuff on PC. You get some good games on console, not gonna lie, but simulations and stuff, you get more on PC. Alright, where's this puppy at? Right there. It's called Truck Driver, yeah, but the game is garbage. Simulation games outside of racing games are very, very hard to pull off on console. And with ATS being so complex that it is, with the amount of controls that you get, camera views, and everything, it's very hard. Bless you. It is very hard to get that into any type of usable format on a console. If they were to port something like ATS, you would not have all the options for your trailer. I doubt they'd even do lift axles. You would just have your horn. Lighting system would probably be automatic. That's the way I'd probably run it if I was a game. I would just make the lighting system automatic. Maybe have push down and a wheel with a few options there, but the amount of options in this game is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how would you do the turn signals, the signals? How would you feed that to a controller? I wouldn't even know. This game here, ATS, costs on Steam on a sale about $5 USD. And then the expansions you can get for about, I think when they're on sale, all of them for about $60. Full price, I think ATS is $20-25. For Truck Driver, I'm not sure what the cost is. I haven't been on the Xbox store in forever. Last game I played on Xbox was on my Series X, was Forza Horizon 5. Which I gotta get back into because Michael's saying he broke some of my records again, so I need to go and break his records again. Wow. Wow, this thing does one. Truck Driver, $19. Wow, that's pretty pricey. I don't think I'm gonna be able to swing this in there. I think I got it in real bad. Woo, $44.99 Canadian. So that would be about I think about American prices, probably $34.99 American. Which at that point wouldn't be worth it. Tennessee map hasn't been made yet. In ATS, it hasn't been made yet. Right now, if I pull up the map, I didn't do that. Right now, if I pull up the map, wrong mouse. Right, we've just got Wyoming, and right now they're doing Texas. They're doing Texas right now. This is probably going to be released. Oh God, I would say probably by the fall, and then they're doing Montana. Are you waving at me? Okay, and then they're doing Montana, and then after that they're gonna do. They'll be doing the Dakotas, and then Tennessee and stuff. So it's all coming, but your Tennessee's probably about a year, and a half away. They do about two maps, two states a year. But you can get Tennessee through coast to coast. It's just not really good. It gives you some of the towns, it gives you the routes and stuff like that, but the details really aren't there. All right, New Mexico, Raton. Roswell's a little further. Let's go down to Roswell. We'll do one more quick run. Let's turn it to day. I'll do it this way so no one gets blinded. Me? Level 44, my friend. I do streaming for fun. Something to do to kill the day. I play video games anyway. I like to hang out. I met some good friends. But level 44, I'd be 44 years old. Stream when my kids are in school or in bed. And right now they're in school and I am off work for the day. So, you want that in terms of other streamers' names? Sorry, I had to check something on my stats really quick. It's basically 4 years older than Dr. Disrespect. Oh. I'm going to ask my dad if I can when he gets home. There you go. It's a good game. You can play it on keyboard. You can play it on mouse. I'd always say if you got on the PC, use a controller. You can connect a controller to the PC to do it. But definitely, it's definitely a fun game. Who knows? Maybe your dad will enjoy it. Oh, what did I hit? Oh, I hit the fence. Not bad. I had a rough time with this trailer today. I don't know why. I think because I'm used to the one that has a dolly. Used to the one that has a dolly. It's not so straight on the pull. So used to the one that's on dollies. But yeah, I'm upgrading my license, so I'll be able to drive a bigger truck. I'm not getting a AZ or a CDL as they call it in the States. I'm getting the one just below that. You love ATS, but you're taking a break from it. I don't think you haven't said you haven't played for it in a while. What time is it? It's right there below me, brother. 12:54 p.m.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Wow, she did not want to stop. All right. I'll take the Jeep out. It'll buff out. She did not want to stop. Oh, okay. I should have looked at the weight. It's 106. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. 11:53, so an hour difference. That's not bad. My son and daughter are in school right now. They get back in a couple hours, so I don't have to worry. So I get to stream while they're away. It's hard to stream when they're here. They always want to play the games as well. Plus, I want to spend time with them, so I don't usually stream when they're here. All right, 384 miles in this final run of the day. I'll push us up around. Yeah, I'll push us up around 2 hour mark. If you ever do a dump truck or anything, I'll literally go work with you. I got you, brother. I have to get my Z though. If I do a dump truck, I have to get my Z brakes. But I'm working at a place. They're actually going to train me for my B license for free. It's a school bus place. I'm going to be driving a school bus in September. Probably doing it for Thames District. Because I don't think they're doing it on this side. They think they do it on the other side of the city. So they're going to train me for my B license, and that gives me my license. That gives me my C, my D, E. I don't know if there's an F there, and then things. So it gives me everything but A and motorcycle. Because motorcycle is completely separate. So that'll allow me to drive a dump truck and all that. I just have to go get my Z certification, which is about $400. They have a course in August, so I'm gonna hit my mom up for that. When it gets closer, I hit my mom up for it. They got a course actually today and tomorrow for it, but I didn't have $400 to go do it, nor the time to do it, because I had to work tomorrow. Kiki, is that the one by Drake? Kiki, do you love me? That one? Yeah, that's a good song. I haven't listened to Drake's new album yet, though. I haven't heard great things about his new album. I heard it's a lot different. I haven't heard Drake's new stuff yet. I may have actually heard one or two of his songs and not really noticed it when I was in the car, but I haven't gone out of my way to listen to his new stuff yet. Oh, my good buddies who likes Drake and listens to it is like said it wasn't that good, and we have pretty good similar musical taste. So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out later. You know, like Kiki, all of the dancing trend, yeah. It's not his best song. It's not his best song, but it's got a good beat to it. Of course, when he released that song, everyone thought he was talking about his baby mama. They're trying to figure out who Kiki was, and I think they actually think they know who it is. Have fun driving a bus. Can't go with you on that. Nah. Well, I'm doing it for the commercial driving experience and actually getting the license. And the hours aren't too bad either, because it'll allow me to just have weekends off, and I can work weekends over at the grocery store. Because I do the orders on Sunday morning, so it'll allow me to do a couple 4-hour shifts there and have 8 hours there or more through them. But also the ability to have weekends off if I want, because then this job won't demand it. And then I also have time in the middle to do it. Plus they do charters. Like they might have school trips next year. It'll probably be a lot more school trips. So I can sign up for that and make some extra money on that way. But it's more about the experience. And if I choose to go, I can go transit. If I really want to. They're always looking for people, and they're increasing the amount of transit in the city. Increasing the amount of people in transit in the city, drivers, and more transit. So there's always that option too. But I'm looking at for me, I'm looking at getting my Z and then probably driving a dump truck or something like that. There's a lot of local dump truck jobs that come up, and they pay pretty well. I applied for this one job that I'd be like a driver helper for a year, and after 12 months they would train me for an AZ. I haven't heard back on that one yet though. Golden Noodles dog that costs 1.2K Earth Ranger, her name is Teddy, like Teddy Bear. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we currently don't have any pets at the moment. We had a couple of cats. But times went on. We had to get rid of one of them. We rehomed her with some friends because she was a little too rambunctious for my daughter. So right now we don't have any cats, and it's kind of hard to have a dog where we are. Michael! And Shenzhen makes really good buck, like 30 an hour starting. And hi! I'm not sure if that's what they pay in London. I think in London they're about 24 to 25 to start, but it's unionized, right? So it's city, it's unionized. What? I'm talking... I think it's like a little bit less than that. I know TTC, like if I was to move back to Toronto, they pay massive money. But the only problem with transit, because it's a union job, you have to do usually split shifts. You'll do like maybe 4 hours in the morning, then come back and do night 4 hours, or you do night, and then your routes are usually all over the place. It takes a few years to get seniority, and then you kind of get your route tucked in. Little confusion there. No, I got you, Mike. I got you, brother. Her dog farts. All dogs farts, the food they eat. That's what I do for you as driver helper. I got you, brother. Like I said, and the dump truck, it depends on whether they allow anybody on board. With Walmart, I couldn't, like I joked around that I'd bring when, you know, Jada was bored and the kids are out of school, I'd stop by and she can come with me, but they were very adamant that to have nobody else in the vehicle but Walmart drivers. Are you excited for Starfield? A bit. I've actually really been looking into Star Citizen. I've been kind of looking into Star Citizen a lot because that kind of couples in a few genres together. The you know, the shooting, exploration, kind of like melds No Man's Sky in a more robust version of the game. Is it like I have to look at Starfield again. Give me a second here. I get my games confused. I haven't really looked at games in a while because I've been so busy. Starfield. I think it's almost very similar. Oh shoot. That's what happens. Don't text and drive, chat, or read anything and drive. That's what happens. You get off the road. I'll have it play over in the corner here. Actually, that's a bad place for it. Up here is better because I can't read chat. It's the same idea. I think it might be. Oh, work for the company as a driver helper. That's fair. That's fair. I'll let you know how it goes. Like I said, I got a few things. Arrives in 2023. You know what I'm more excited for, Mike, though? I'm more excited for Forza Motorsport, the new Forza Motorsport. That looks really, really good. I think they're going to actually beat... I don't really want to say it, that they beat Gran Turismo. They're two really different games. Like similar game styles, but in my opinion, different. But I think their physics and all that, I think what they're trying to add to the game is really going to surpass what Gran Turismo's put out. Do I play off-road games like Outlaws? I don't. I used to play Dirt. I used to play Dirt and Dirt Rally and stuff like that, but I haven't played it in forever. And I'd rather not use a G29 for it because the notchiness of the Helicon gears and trying to do that would be a little hard to use because the wheel would end up fighting you. Yeah, I think it's very similar to Starfield, Mike. Starfield might be a little prettier looking because I think they're using a little newer technology. I don't know who the hell I hit, but tough. It'll buff out. Whoever I hit, it'll buff out. But Star Citizen is made by I can't remember his name on the top of my head, but he's done a lot of games and a lot of similar style community, like huge games like this. and simulation, so I think he'll pull it off really, really well. It's in Star Citizen. You can play right now. It's on PC only. It's $45, I think, for one basic edition, and then 70 for like the advanced. And it's in alpha, but that's it. You just gotta pay that, and it's going up from there. Oopsie doodle. Are you gonna do full size bus or small, whatever the route is? I talked to the guy. I talked to the manager of the bus line, and he says I'll guarantee. He guarantees, like, if I go for training like I'm going to and all this, he guarantees I'll have a route in September. Because sometimes you'll have people, he doesn't guarantee a route, but he'll get them at least one drive a day. But he's like, you'll have a route in September. He's like, you'll have your own route dedicated in September. He's like, I can guarantee you that. Whether it's a small bus or a long bus, I'm not sure, but it most likely will be a long bus. I think they give the shorter buses to people with more seniority that want it. And then, of course, with the smaller buses, usually passengers have some special needs occasionally, so you might need extra certification for that, which I won't have. But getting the license is the key thing, and then he said it's easy to maintain. It's free training. Just have to pass the medical, which I'll pass, and then I have to do the testing, the online course testing, and then write the test, and then 24 hours behind the wheel, and then you go when you get your license, and I'll have it in mid-August. The G says I can drive anything I want as long as it's empty. Nah, you can't drive a bus. You can drive a straight truck under a certain weight. It has to be a certain max weight, which I want to say it's 26,500 pounds or whatever kind of thing, but I'm not. I think it's 22.5. I think my numbers are wrong. That one always screws me up. You see that? The cop was right there when the speed change. Wow, that's a trick. But with a G, you can't get behind a tractor trailer. You can't get behind a dump truck. You can't get behind a bus at all. You have to have training for that, even if it's empty. Especially AZ or DZ truck, because it's air brakes. You have to be certified for air brakes. They operate differently. Yeah, they actually do operate differently. Much different than the regular hydraulics. But school buses don't use air brakes. They're light enough to still use regular hydraulics. But yeah, Mike, definitely check out Star Citizen. Like I say, it's live now. There's a lot of people streaming it too. It's pretty cool. Looks like fun. It's like I don't know if Starfield has it where it's like PvP, but it's kind of like Star Citizen's kind of like PvEVP. So there is some PvP in there, and you can lose some of your stuff, and you can lose your ship. So it's kind of like a meld of what is that game called that everybody plays? Eve. It's like Eve, but you get out and you do shooting, and I passed something, didn't I? I did. I passed my cutoff. It definitely looks like a fun game. But the problem is when I buy games like that, and especially when you fly a ship, I want like joysticks. I used to have joysticks when I played X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, or X-Wing and TIE Fighter. I had a joystick, and I'm gonna miss it if I don't have one. And I'm just like, oh my god, now I gotta save up money for that and hide it from Jada. And she's like, where did that come from? I'm like, oh, I want it. Just give me a dirty look. No, definitely interesting to see Starfield and Star Citizen kind of coming out around the same time and like same kind of genre. I think the success of No Man's Sky has brought on more developers saying, hey, we can create a really robust online environment in this game, and Eve definitely paved the way for the starship battling. That game's been going on forever. And unless you're in a top corporation, you're going to have a bad time. It's getting a little better for new players, but it's still tough. You can still get yourself blown up and into your escape pod, and then you lose everything, and it's tough to battle back. So I think Star Citizen's a little bit more forgiving, and I think you can buy insurance. I think that was the thing too. If your ship gets blown up, you can have insurance so you get your ship back or something like that, and then you can save up credits and keep buying protection or something. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into the game that much. So I'm definitely looking at getting behind the road again, behind the wheel on the road. So bus driving, I think, will be fun for a bit. See how it goes. Not gonna make a lot of money, but because it's only the, you know, maximum 3.5 hours a day, but it could be up to 5 or 6 depending on when you get after morning and after. Pardon me. It's cold starting to get to me. All right, we got 200 miles to go. Getting slowed up by this truck in front of us. Got someone on the inside. I can't make a move yet. There we go. Much better score today. Thanks for using it. Oh, she deleted it. That was Jada. She's working on a word per minute test chat, and she's got a better score today, so that's good. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Busy night today? Nice. Yeah, just take some practice getting back into it. I know you can type fast. It's just you haven't really typed in a while. Hey, William, what we hauling? We hauling. What do we got? Concrete plates. We were doing electrical equipment on the first run, and we got concrete plates on this one. We got Ruda's trailer. Really nice cargo. Really nice detail. These guys going. Pardon me. Nice trailer. I like what he's done with it. Heavy as heck, though. Is 106,000, almost 107,000 pounds. That's a heavy trailer. So we're good on fuel because we fueled up, so we're good. We should be able to make this final run, no problem. That's a heavy load indeed. Oh, I wasn't expecting to turn. I should have been ready for that. There's one load. I don't think it's this trailer. It's another trailer I have. It tips the scale around 250,000 pounds. It's like a rare load on that mod. I don't even think I'd be able to get out of fourth in that one in this engine. We get 800 horsepower now, and I'd probably need at least 1,000 for that load.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Exit right, huh?
Exit right. Keep right, and then turn left.
Down to 35.
Turn right.
Okay, don't go into gear for me then. Ah, I curbed it. I missed the gear and it threw me off. All right, back up to 55. Back at dig your dog out. No worries. No worries at all, Ram. Need another coffee. This thing went cold. Nothing worse than cold coffee unless you have iced coffee. That's an ugly color Mac. That green I don't like at all. I like a darker green. I don't like that lime color green. Is that my Summit? Yep. That's it right there. Kenworth now W900. I got somebody right behind me. Bloody Jeep. Sounds like a motorcycle. I gotta get that engine back in for the AI traffic again. Pull in for an inspection. Well, that messed everything up. I gotta cross the highway. That's such a dumb idea. Who came up with this idea? You want me to cross this? Are you insane? There's block traffic, why not? Oh, you guys are gonna stop? Oh, you guys are so sweet. Who came up with this truck station? Make a U-turn, jeez. Relax. GPS is going crazy. £142,987. And it should be heavier if we had some full load of fuel. My brother has 1 million miles in the semi in this game. Nice. I think the closest I have is I have one truck over 100,000 miles. Some of my other trucks, though, that were up higher mileage, I had to delete because they're modded trucks like this one. and re-add, so it started over. So this one's only got like what, 1,700 miles on it, and my previous one had probably about 50,000. But that's fine. Oh my god, I did it again. I did it again. I'm so used to the heavy haul one with the dollies, and she turns very, very nicely. I just killed this place's fence. There's nothing left of it. Josh might have a truck close to that many miles. But I switch my trucks. That's the other thing too. I don't use the same truck. I always use a different one every stream. I come back to the truck after maybe a week or two, but I tend to use a different truck every stream. Keep things a little fresh. Keep right, accept the pass. Nobody listens to that anymore. Ah, you just woke up from a nap? What's up, bro? You working tonight? Can't remember if you're working tonight or you're working tomorrow. You are? Nice. Closing with Kenny. Ram 1500? Yeah, I know the Ram 1500s. I have a buddy that has one. They're nice trucks. I wouldn't mind having one, but I have no use for a pickup truck at the moment. My favorite car? It's a good question. I mean, do you want like my favorite car of all time, like my dream car, or do you want like a car that I just want? I wouldn't mind having, because my dream car would be a car you can't get anymore, and you'd have to get it used, but it would be a Ferrari 550 Maranello. Love that car. Tomorrow Friday, I'm not sure who's closing tomorrow night. I'm not sure either. I'm working 10 to 3 tomorrow. And the bad man comes back next week. I mean, a regular car, I mean, I enjoy the one I got now, Dodge Journey. I'm enjoying the hell out of that car, but if I really wanted like a car that, like not a supercar, but just a regular car, yeah, that's a good question. That's a real good question. I still got a thing for Mustang GTs. Maybe a Subaru WRX STI, or the BRZ. Those two are nice cars. Probably go something like that. But truck wise, I don't know. Like I said, at the moment I have no need for a pickup. They're also dang pricey right now, even to get used. There's like a ton of pickups at my old the dealership I got my car at. Ton of used pickups, but they're just, in my opinion, way overpriced. Avidentor is a very nice car. Very nice car. Like if I were to get a current gen car, because obviously the 550 Maranello you couldn't get, Avidentor would definitely be up there. Maybe in the Hurricane. Hit the Hurricane GT3 spec. Ferrari wise, there hasn't been really many Ferraris that have like tickled my fancy lately. The ones I really liked, like the newer ones, I don't know. They just haven't really been a design that I've liked a lot lately. I like the older style Ferraris. I thought they look better. And some of the newer designs, they're nice. I don't know. They're just not for me. They're just not my thing. Of course, Porsche 911 GT3 is a very nice car. Well, I would take one of those. Ram you1 cost 71K. I know they're expensive. They're ridiculous. It's hard for me to wrap my brain around that price when I used to be able to. Last time I looked at a new Ram or something like that, the going price at like the top of the line 1500 was only 50K. And then getting used is like used is 50K and like new is like 80. It's ridiculous. Prices on vehicles have gone up so much. And a lot of it's coming from supply from COVID and, you know, all that stuff, and others are just demand and inflation. It's just ridiculous. Apartment ran smooth without him. Yeah, it did. This cameras in the front and back, left and right. Cameras are going on everything these days. Part of it is they're starting to test the cameras because Teslas have the self-drive. I'm gonna be done in a couple minutes. You want to wait? Yeah, Teslas have the self-drives. And they use cameras to see the lines and everything like that. So other vehicle manufacturers are starting that as well because they want, you know, it helps when they have that lane departure assist, right? So when you start to go, like, beep, 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 it pulls your car back, right? So that's all camera based. So a lot more cameras going on vehicles because the price for cameras and technology has gone down, so they're able to do it. But then of course they just add it to the price of the vehicle and make it more higher. Have a Flowmaster, man. You're gonna need to get that thing a garburator. Run on garbage the way fuel prices are. Like, you're 9, bud. I can't imagine what gas prices are going to be when you turn if you're in the States 15 to start driving. Because in the States you can get, most states, your learners at 15, right? I can't imagine gas prices in 6 years when you start driving. But if the recession hits like it's supposed to, it's already started and stuff like that, it could drive the price of trucks and stuff down. No one's gonna be able to afford current prices. I mean, a lot of people that have houses right now that bought a house, you know, they bought a house for, you know, $750,000, $800,000 when that house was about $400,000, half the price, or even 3/4 the price, you know, $600,000. When the recession hits and the housing bubble collapses and interest rates go up, they're gonna lose their houses like they did in the 70s. When that recession hit, a lot of people lost their homes. They couldn't afford the interest rate anymore. But I know they're going to try to fix that, make sure that doesn't happen again. But still, it's going to be tough because people are overpaying for the house. And then when the house prices drop, their house that was $800,000 is only worth $600,000. They lost money. They can't leave. I think people are using COVID saying it's responsible for prices. No, it's not COVID. COVID's partly of it. It's the war in Ukraine, but it's also partly responsible from Biden because he canceled the pipeline project and a few other pipelines. Futures contracts. So price of gas goes up, but trucking companies and other companies like airplanes and stuff like that, they locked in a price for X amount of years or whatever at a market price that's a lot lower than the current price, and they're locked in, so they get to pay cheaper prices, right? The same thing when the loonie went higher than the US and we were still paying top price. It's because they locked in a exchange rate on the loonie at like 80 cents or something like that. So they're just all these futures contracts. There's all kinds of stuff's killing. Is all the reason for gas prices being higher. Lots and lots and lots of reasons. The biggest reason is going to be the fact that the oil producers have curbed the amount of production year after year after year since the 70s. They've decreased production year after year after year after year to make prices go up. So that's why they're working on what they're calling a maximum price per oil barrel per oil, or they're trying to work on a maximum price that it can be. They're trying to legislate that in so that, you know, price of oil or a barrel of oil can never go above this amount. I'm finishing up, Darren. We're just about to park this truck. I'm just about to drop this load off, and that's about it. But they're working on that, trying to make a maximum price for oil, and then that way prices will never go above a certain limit. But we'll see if that goes through. That's a lot of legislation and agreeing with OPEC and all that. So it's all kinds of political stuff I don't want to get into. We did about 2.5 hours today. That means I got to do another hour and a half to unlock my stars again. So we'll probably do that next week. I got 2 weeks to do it, so we'll definitely get that next week. It was good to see Joe Kim today. It was good having Joe Kim stop on by. Oh. There's no room to turn around. There is not a lot of room to turn this baby around, so we're gonna have to do this. I really don't want to jack the trailer. We'll get her done this way. Play the song Kiki. I cannot. I can't play music. I cannot play copyrighted music on stream. You get what's called a DMCA strike, and that can affect my stream. They're going to shut my stream down. Cannot do it. Have a good day. Miss you. Take care. I miss you too, brother. We'll see each other soon. I mean, I'll be working. Well, I'll be working Sunday. I think you'll be working Sunday. I think I'll be working till 2:30 on Sunday, so I might see you before I leave, because you're usually there early on Sunday. I gotta angle it in a little bit sharper on that one. I screwed that one up. Then sing it? Nah, I'm not gonna sing it right now, brother. We're ending stream. I'll do it another day. I have to remember the lyrics. I have to listen to the song once to remember the lyrics. I haven't listened to the song in a while. Are you playing video games over there? Yes, you are. My wife is playing, I think, pool on her phone, and she lost her shot. Yeah, exactly what happens. I can see it from here, ding dong. Yes, I can. It's a blue table. That's a shame. All right, parking brake on, engine off, deliver. All right, not bad. That first run was a long one. Hey, the heck? Turn it off. First all we did was almost 1,000 miles. That took up a good portion of the stream this morning. It's not a bad trailer. I like it. A couple good, whoops. That's all right. That'll buff out. It's just a little dent on the bumper. I'll pull the truck up. There we go. Park it right there. But yeah, there's a couple good hauls. We're doing the Ruda W900. We're gonna get this one out again. I think we'll use, we'll figure out what the truck we do next week. We'll do, 1 day of ATS and we'll do some racing as well. And whatnot, but we will definitely be back next week. I'm not sure what my schedule is yet. That schedule comes out tomorrow, so I'll post it on Discord and on the Facebook page here, where we'll be streaming next week. And we'll go from there. Tonight, I don't know if I'll be able to see the stream off. If we do, it'll be over on Twitch. You know where to find me, twitch.tv/TheDrRavage if we do it tonight. But I think I'm going to take the night off. I got some stuff to do, plus I got to work in the morning, so I could use the sleep, to be dead honest with you. But we'll definitely be back next week. Both here on Facebook and YouTube, rocking it. And I got a few other things. Once we do another couple of ACC races, we'll have I'll cut up some of the actual single race segments, and we'll do some videos over on YouTube on there and give you my my comments on where I screwed up, because we know we screw up on those races pretty bad. But I want to have a couple of videos that I could do up and be able to upload there. Until then, guys, I want you to have yourself a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, where you are. Make life beautiful, as always. And have a great one, guys. Take it easy. Cheers.